I wanted to move away from that because that could be a menace.
I have a feeling I'm going to jump up and then...
Well, move down, move away.
Yeah.
It's easy to see how that could happen now.
Across Alberta, school sport is more than just competition. It's about community, developing character, and growth. We are proud to unveil our new name, School Sport Alberta. Rooted in integrity, driven by access, empowered by opportunity, this new brand reflects our commitment to every athlete, coach.
Ooh, that's not very good.
Across the process.
That's not locked.
From championship events that inspire, mentorship for athletic directors, and new opportunities for participation, we are building something stronger together.
School Sport Alberta is here to lead with purpose.
Connect with pride and champion the value of school sport.
Alberta's beef producers work tirelessly to raise top quality.
So yeah, this is the format I use.
It's
just, and then I keep notes, and
I like that.
Beef fuels your body with important health benefits, vitamins, and minerals. Beef is protein packed to keep muscles strong.
Yeah, you got the lineups.
Helps to combat infections with zinc in every bite. And its iron content helps to enhance focus. Learn how Alberta producers are raising the best beef.
And welcome to Notre Dame High School in Calgary as the Notre Dame Pride, the team in the white, takes on Bishop McNally, the team in the dark uniforms with the teal or turquoise lettering. And Eric, looks like a very good game between two high-end teams. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, we got two very, very athletic teams here in the city with a big history of always being at the top and fighting for that Div 1 championship. And it's going to be a run and gun type of game, fast and up and down the court. You're going to see a lot of good basketball tonight.
Well, Notre Dame comes into this game with a 6-1 record. McNally comes in at 3-3, but they had one meeting earlier this year, and McNally did beat Notre Dame, so they've become familiar with each other. So we'll get this one set to go. We'll toss it up in the center circle and get this game underway. Glad you're with us wherever you are, listening, watching. Glad to have you aboard. Officials walking around, not quite sure what the hang-up is here. We'll get it resolved momentarily, I guess.
Looks like they're just waiting for the buzzer here to reset the clock.
Ah, okay.
Then we're going to get off and running.
You got it. So as they say, McNally, the road team in the black uniforms with the turquoise or teal striping, and Notre Dame in their home whites with the blue numerals. And the ball is tapped and it's controlled into the forecourt. Comes Notre Dame. Notre Dame wide to the left for Barrow. He dribbles to the baseline, stops his pass underneath, is blocked, knocked out of bounds. They'll do it again. Barrow in the corner. Out high for Zekel, and there's a reach-in.
Yeah, McNally started with a little 2-3 zone. Number 4, Andrew Wilson, just got a little too aggressive with a slap in the arm.
All right, so they'll do it again. 14 on the clock. Zekel rises for a three, left side of the rim. Ball comes to the corner. And McNally moves up the floor. Wide to the left. That shot is off. Offensive rebound, taken down by Dario. Dario now gives it up for Dada. He drives the baseline. Back up for Legayo. He drives into the lane. They pass it around. There's a shot muscled up, no good. Goes to the floor. He'll shoot free throws.
I think that's a really nice call from McNally, doing a great job throwing the ball around the key. They're going to run up and down the court. They want to let those threes fly. They can get hot. Those threes are going to go down.
Dada sizes it up. athletic grade 12 player, and the first one bounces off. Set up for the second. That one curls off. Defensive rebound.
Dada taking his time at that foul line, trying to get that confidence. Might be a possession arrow problem here.
Right. All right, looks like we got that sorted out. So Notre Dame will bring the ball up. Zico. Wide to left for Trinidad. Against that zone, they pass it around into the high post. Grattan with the ball underneath, going up, trying to muscle up a shot. Bounces once off the rim by Pallet. McNally up the floor. That's wide to the right. Dada rises. Air ball from three-point range. Notre Dame, there's a pass into the post. One bounce. Jumper from the lane, no good. Rebound tapped alive, but right into the hands of McNally. They're up the floor. Silson with the ball. Tosses wide to the left. Alvera, they try to run the baseline. I think he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, looks like you think he ran out of room in the corner there.
Yeah.
I think Notre Dame really's got to get back into number 8 here. They're letting him stand there at the top of that foul line. The zone's super low. Get in number 8 and watch 23 underneath the hoop.
They are both a pair of really physical players, as you can see right there. He spins, goes to the lane, muscles it up on a turnaround, and banks it home.
There it is.
Yeah. Max Khalid. 2-0. Barrow on the left, changes from shot to pass, but it's a turnover. Back the other way. One-on-one to the basket. There's a shot by Esquivel. It rolls off. And McNally will come back. 2-0 our score.
That was great defense for number 6, Sammy there. Keeping his hands straight up in the air, not fouling.
McNally trying to look down low, get something going against that defense. Out high, Dario. Free throw line right, puts up an off-balance one-hander, air ball, taken down on the rebound. Notre Dame up the floor. Kashkrizigo, bullet pass underneath for Grattan. And
looks like the basket's good.
okay, I wasn't sure the way the official signaled. I wasn't sure he was signaling offensive foul or good basket.
Yeah, that's the Tayshawn Gritton. They're giving him a lot of space in that high post. If I'm Notre Dame, I want to slow it down and just dump it into him, let that defense collapse.
And the free throw drains. 5-0. McNally looking at that defense. Dribble left to Silson, comes inside the lane and goes back out, rising for a three. No, back rim. Pulled down, and up the floor comes Notre Dame. They have numbers. Racing to the basket, absorbs a hit, but barrel shot rolls off. Alvaria. Down low, trying to muscle his way in. Dada goes up and in.
That's a good bucket.
David Dada. And they're on the board. 6:59 to play, opening quarter. There's a catch and shoot three from the right side. That is short by Barrow. Offensive rebound taken down, but Grattan goes up and it's good.
I think this Tayshawn number 8 is going to be a big problem for this McNally defense.
McNally, Alvera, dribbles around the arc, now crossover, comes down the lane, stops, hanging in the air, his shot is short. Notre Dame clears the glass, they'll come up. Esquivel into the high post to Grattan, back out for Esquivel, he rises, puts up a shot, and nothing but net. And we got a timeout here. We do indeed, as McNally's going to call timeout. They just haven't got their legs under them just yet. Right now it's all Notre Dame with a 10-2 score in the early going of the game. We should tell you the Sport, Physical Activity and Recreation branch of the Government of Alberta is a proud funding provider to School Sport Alberta. The funds received from this area of the government are put towards enhancing the quality of life for Albertans. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, it's a good, really quick timeout for Coach Hing here. 4 minutes into the game, I know it's 10-2, but McNally's not really out of this. I'm sitting here thinking, they got 3 nice easy layups that they kind of just rolled out of the rim. They had 2 missed foul shots. Half of those go in, and maybe we're not calling a timeout.
Yeah.
But they got to try to match Notre Dame's offense here. They're so physical down underneath the hoop.
Well, that's the issue. They've got a couple of real big guys. And here's something here. There's no football players on this team. Notre Dame has that great football tradition, so just the decision they made that the football players can play football, basketball players play basketball. But they do have some big physical football-looking guys.
I'm sure some of these guys would have helped their provincial run here this fall.
They do pretty good on their own no matter who they play. They do pretty good.
That's true, too. But
McNally breaks the huddle.
So far, this number 8, Tayshawn Gritton, has been a big problem for McNally. I am really impressed with Sammy Lago's defense, number 6. He's got underneath the hoop a couple times, really contested some layups, not fouling anyone. He's done a great job.
All McNally up the floor. Arvelo dribbles on the right side. Dribble handoff, the shot by Lagao. It's an air ball. On the save, McNally has the ball. They'll pass across right underneath Lagao. Goes up, banks it off too hard and clearing the glass. Pulling it down to the Ecole. Notre Dame. Esquivel. Against that defense, again into the high post to Grattan. Goes wide to the left for Trinidad, into the corner. A shot by Barrow, skips off. Offensive rebound, pulled down by Atole. Way out high for a bomb by Esquivel.
They had 2 runners down in the court, and they held the ball. They had them running down the court if they could just get the ball to them a little bit quicker off that rebound.
Turnover by McNally, so the ball comes back. 5:35 remaining in the quarter. 10 to our score right now. Notre Dame is in charge. Wide to the left, Trinidad puts up a 3, and it's stuck. How often do you see that?
Not too often.
Like never, almost.
Yeah.
All right.
Notre Dame is they're letting it fly, though. Catch and shoot, get the ball inside, get it out and shoot.
Between the rim and the backboard, the ball's stuck. So it's a turnover, and McNally, 5:24 remaining in the quarter, looking to get something going. Holding wide on the left. Pass out of Silsa, and he drills a running one-hander around and in.
Great little double curl off the top there. I like to see that.
Trinidad for Barrow. Out high. Trinidad drives the lane, puts up a floater. It's short, it's an air ball. Here's the outlet pass on the rebound. Down the floor is Silson. He's in the corner. He dribbles out with the left hand and goes way across the floor, but that pass is tipped and deflected out of bounds.
You can see the frustration from Dada. He was underneath the hoop and no one was there. That was the play they missed earlier. Dada's been running that court hard. If they can get the ball to him there, they can get back into this game.
Then 4 score. McNally inbound right in front of their bench. And they'll pass it out high. Agao on a dribble and away from the ball. There was a pick set by Esquivel. It's foul.
Yeah, number 0, Cash, sorry. Throwing up his elbows, trying to run through that screen. That's where he got called for the foul. Little elevator screen.
McNally dribbling in the forecourt. The pass down low underneath. Making a move, hanging in the air. Off balance shot, floats off. Nice try by Dada, but just couldn't find the net. Pass way on the right for Barrow. He rises for a 3 right in front of his bench. That was a nice catch and shoot 3, 13-4. Oliveira drives to the basket, puts up a right-hand floater, bounces off, rebound. It'll go off of.
So that's what I was saying at the timeout here. Like, McNally's doing a great job getting the ball to the hoop. That's 6 layups they've missed now. That's rolled off the top of that rim. So regardless of the score, they're not that far out of this. They just got to get that ball in the hoop.
13-4 score right now. Notre Dame goes around the edge. Quick bullet pass underneath. There's a one-touch pass. Up and under, laying it in is Paulid. I think everybody touched the ball on that basket.
Yeah, it's good ball movement. Notre Dame's doing a great job. You never know who's going to get the ball.
15-4. And a walk. Turnover.
That was a tough call. I never really understand the travel rules anymore with the gather step, the 0 step, and then you could jump stop and you could pivot. And that one looked like a little quick one, but they got a better view down on the court than we do.
So Notre Dame, one of the grade 11s, the win is to a forecourt with the ball. On the right for Datican. Pass underneath, one bounce, goes up and lays it in right underneath Ihai Atoli. They're using their height advantage tremendously here. McNally to the forecourt. There's an air ball from the right side, saved by Atoli. Notre Dame on the move. Driving the baseline, Datican. He goes up, his shot skips off. Glass cleared, here comes McNally. 3:21 remaining in the quarter. Chavez. On high for Gota. For Chavez, 10 on the clock. He dribbles with the left hand, dribbles off a pick, now stops, puts up a 3, skips off, rebound tapped through a couple of hands and ends up in the hands of McNally, right underneath, and he traveled. Had visions of the basket, but just didn't set the feet.
I think he was a little worried about the height from Notre Dame underneath them, but I always like to tell the players, when you're underneath the hoop, just go up. 85% of the time they block it, it's going out of bounds, it's going to be your ball anyway.
17-4, Notre Dame in charge right now. There's a pass that's tipped out of bounds, and it'll go. It was off of Notre Dame's hands. They were the last one to touch it, so McNally will bring it up the floor.
Great job getting their hands out in the passing lanes. Got to get their hands out when you're playing zone so you can't get that ball through the zone.
McNally out high, driving into the lane, and Legao. He lost it, gives it for Chavez. He goes up, his shot rolls off. Nice try, you're right. They didn't have much luck at the rim either.
No, there's another one.
At Eklund. One bounce dribble and stops. He's outside the arc. Pitch out high for Nguyen. He comes into the lane. He's double teamed. He's passed underneath. Tipped off a hand of McNally out of bounds. It'll be Notre Dame ball. 7 coming back on the clock.
Yeah, that was a great job, McNally. They're denying that high post entry now. They're trying to take that ball away from getting inside the key. If they can keep on doing that, then they can stay in this game.
Notre Dame on the inbound. And as Khalid made a move to the basket, contact was made. It's a non-shooting foul. 5 on the clock coming back. They'll inbound, baseline left to the goal.
Now watch the double screen. They're going to come and screen for one of their guys, and they'll run a double screen backdoor right to the hoop. Oh, maybe just a quick outlet. What do I know?
That's Gary Barton drives, pulls up from 15, good. And 19-4 right now. Chavez dribbling high. He starts towards the basket. He goes up. The shot is blocked. Knocked away by Atoli. Notre Dame in the forecourt being harassed. Into the post of Atoli. He passes off on the right for Gary Barton. He dribbles, stops, into the corner. There's a shot, air ball by Nguyen. But the rebound is ripped out of the hands. Khalid goes up. Khalid goes up and the ball rolls off. One minute, 28 seconds remaining in the quarter. 19-4 is our score now. There's a nice move. Faking defender by him. Going up is Legao.
Nice little up and under.
Mm-hmm.
Just front rimmed it.
So he'll go to the line. That's a third team foul.
There we go. Hopefully they get the rhythm going now. They see the ball going through the hoop. Let's see if they can
capitalize.
Yeah, capitalize last minute in this quarter and get a rhythm going.
The first one pops in and out, so Notre Dame 1:22 remaining. He'll take the ball down the floor. Wide the left for Dedican. Back out high for Gary Barton. He dribbles off a pick, stops at the free throw line. Shot off there for Dedican. He rises, three-point shot, front rim. Rebound tapped through some hands out of bounds, and it'll be Notre Dame ball.
A lot of people are just watching the game right now, watching, not actually trying to go rebound. Next thing you know, the ball goes right by them. Got to stay in the game.
Notre Dame firmly in charge now. Now lead back to the basket. Corey Barton. He dribbles right, and a give and go right underneath for Pelly. Lays it up, beautifully executed.
That's some beautiful old school basketball right there. They'll give and go, pick and roll.
Oh, it's 21-5. Silson, pass across the floor. Back at Gotov. One bounce dribble, stops, fall back. His shot too strong. And skying for the ball. Pulled down by Notre Dame. 36 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dory Barton, they play catch out high. Dory Barton gets a pass, left side three, pops it and out. Offensive rebound, taken down. Back at high for Nguyen. 16 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dribbling into lane at Dedekin. Back up for Dory Barton. One bounce back into the corner. Driving the baseline, gets thrown, goes up, attempts the dunk, no! Loose ball is picked up and put back in by Nguyen. And that'll do it for the opening quarter. It was all Notre Dame in that first quarter, leading by a count of 23-5. So McNally has their work cut out for them after the opening quarter of the game. So one quarter is in the books. So we'll get ready for the second quarter in this game, the TELUS Optic TV Game of the Week, powered by Legacy Heating and Cooling. So, well, that was, I got to say, one-sided for Notre Dame. They certainly took advantage of their height.
Yeah, I think it looks like the score makes it look like a one-sided game, but like we said, McNally's doing a great job getting to the hoop. They're getting layups. They're getting scoring opportunities underneath the circle, underneath the hoop. I've counted 7 missed layups, 3 missed foul shots. That's, say they make half of those, and it's still only a 6-point game. So hopefully McNally doesn't lose their juice and just let Notre Dame try to dunk on them and not come over for help side. And hopefully they stay in this game because the legendary Bobcat Bowl was last weekend. We saw teams come back from 22 points, 16 points, push teams into overtime. So it's basketball is kind of like a momentum type of sport. So McNally's just got to get going, get some layups, and get some fire under their pants.
And they huddle up around their coach on the far side.
Notre Dame's ready to go a minute early. They're just they got all the juice right now.
Well, if those aren't familiar with Notre Dame's story, it's got a tremendous football tradition in addition to basketball tradition, perennially among the city powers. And I'm going to say, give me your football experience. I don't think there's too many high schools in the U.S. that have 2 players in the NFL. Never mind high schools in Canada. That's what this school does.
Well, you're not wrong. Yeah, Notre Dame's got 2 of them in the NFL right now, and they have a rich history of their football program, but they also have a rich history of their basketball program, which a lot of people don't know about. They've got a couple city championships. I do believe they were in for the provincials about 10 years ago. They had a really, really big run, and they got a lot of athletes up here at this school.
But tonight it's basketball. Second quarter about to get going. They'll inbound side center court. Notre Dame. I don't know if there's any.
I think it's just the clock issues again. They're just trying to reset it. Just trying to remember the high school kids are on the clock.
Is there any defense you might change for McNally? Because there's just a case that they're being out.
The only thing about their zone right now is they just got to try to deny that high post entry. A lot of the Notre Dame's points have come from the high post to low post, so try to keep the ball out of the high post, and they're doing a pretty good job at rebounding. Oh, I don't know about that call.
Khalid went up, he's bumped. Well, that's the thing, they got 2 enormous players inside that are just kind of having their way right now.
Yeah, I think if they do play man-to-man with the 2 big guys, they're going to get into foul trouble early, so sticking with the zone's not a bad idea when you have big guys out on the court like this.
Yep.
They could switch to more of like a 3-2 zone really quick and then get back into their 2-3 zone. Just give them a different look to kind of change things up. But
that's one, because getting into the post, that's one of the techniques when you're running a 2-3 zone offense to have a high post. But
that was a good foul. 0 for 2 from the line.
McNally racing to the forecourt. And as he was dribbling up the floor, Alvera was bumped.
I think this is good for McNally, getting a quick call on Notre Dame like that, and hopefully it leads into a couple more and then get into foul trouble, get to the line, get some rhythm here by the end of the quarter.
So McNally inbounds the ball. High for Silson. Into the corner, there's a shot that kissed the side of the backboard. Rebound Dada where McNally has it, but it was swatted out of his hands. So they'll bring it back with 7 on the clock.
McNally looks a little flat right now. They just got to find their juice. They played Bishop O'Byrne there at the Bobcat Bowl we were talking about, and they went on fire for about 6 threes in a row. So McNally can shoot. We'll see if they can heat up a little bit.
Legal with 1 on the clock, couldn't get the shot, and shot clock violation.
Here we get a little full court pressure here. That looks like they're going to go to a 1-2-2 or a 1-2-1-1. They might try to trap them in the corners to get some steals.
Well, got to rattle Notre Dame's momentum. They've got it all right now, leading 23-5.
So what it looks like is McNally's going to try to force these guards into the corner, and then they're going to try to trap. Yeah.
Rod Barrow dribbles ahead. Pass to the corner. Gratton drives the baseline, off balance shot. He goes to the floor.
Hardest thing to do is when you're going to do a full court trap like that is to get back to the key and protect the key when they break it. So when Notre Dame gets out there for the transition, they got to get back to the key and protect the hoop.
So Tayshaun Gratton goes to the line.
Now Notre Dame also has to hit their foul shots if they want to keep this lead.
Oh, true. That can come back and haunt you later in the game. Second one falls. 24-5. Here's McNally in the dark unis into the forecourt. Alvera around, and that pass goes past Legal and out of bounds. Turnover, and it's Notre Dame ball, and they'll face some backcourt pressure here. They get into the forecourt.
There we go, that's good.
That's across to Trinidad, comes into the lane. Gives it off for Gratton, is pass into the corner, but...
Yeah, that was a really good defensive possession for McNally there. Forcing Notre Dame to rush, taking away their offensive game.
24-5. Well, there against that defense. Dribble handoff on the far side. Legal motions. And back for Alvera, puts up a shot short, follow up on the offensive rebound. Dada, no good. Follows up his own rebound, goes back up, gets the roll, gets the call, gets the foul. He'll get the free throw shots.
Great job by Dada there. Pump faking, getting those Notre Dame guys up in the air, getting to the line, getting them in foul trouble.
Very athletic forward, grade 12. And completes the three-point play.
There we go. One thing McNally's doing on offense is they're rushing themselves. They're taking that one dribble, and they're picking the ball up, and then they're losing the ball movement, and then they can't move, and they're going to get trapped on the defense. So just try to keep your dribble, keep the ball moving. There's a nice little turnover. Oh, they're going to go back Notre Dame.
Yeah, swatted it from behind.
But looks like they're awake here. That's just good.
Right down on the baseline, makes a move, goes to the basket instead, kicks it off in the corner. Trinidad rises for a corner three. Bounce once, no good. Rebound is saved by McNally, but it goes out of bounds with the save. And they will inbound to 14 on the clock, they being Notre Dame.
Yeah, good try, good effort. Like we said at the beginning of the game, it's a fast-paced game. They're up and down this court pretty quick. Nice catch and shoot.
And that falls for Barrow. 27-8. McNally makes a move down the floor. Trapped underneath, turnaround opportunity for Darrow. But he was under the basket and just couldn't get his bearings to get the shot away. There's a bullet pass up the floor. Barrow from the right side. His three-pointer is short.
Oh, they got two guys out running again.
McNally, I'll move to the basket. Dada spin around and turnaround move from the lane and banks it home. 27-10. Notre Dame, there's a drive. Back out high for Trinidad. He puts up a shot, pops in and out. Offensive rebound, pulled down. Pass underneath, cutting to the basket is Trinidad. He puts it up too strong off the glass.
Here comes McNally running again.
Alvera on a dribble, he goes up. That is short. Grattan pulls it down, and Trinidad sets up the offense. Starts with the basket, had it swatted away from behind, goes out of bounds. Substitutions coming in.
Cash is going to get a little bit of a rest here. I bet you Joe's going to put him back out here in about 2 minutes at the 5-minute mark and let him just run up and down the court.
And Notre Dame's done a lot of that so far. Coming off a screen out of the corner as Barrow puts up a three. Nice, well run.
They're just running that box. They're popping them out, and then they take the inbounder to screen for the shooter. It's 2 wide open shots they've got off that play.
Chavez, Dada drives the baseline, draws contact, but shot is blocked. He follows up, gets his own shot, tosses it way out high for Alvera. 6 on the clock. He dribbles with the right hand. Spin, now backs it out. 2 on the clock. Top of the key. Puts up a 3-point shot wide to the left, so it's a shot clock violation, but Notre Dame pulls the ball down, and they come up. Underneath for Tole, but he walked. Had visions of a big dunk.
That was coming. McNally just has to, they got to hustle back on defense, and they got to make their layups, and they could tighten this game up a little bit with the score.
6:26 to play in the opening quarter. Notre Dame in the white leading 33-0-10. Good drive into the lane. Fall back by Chavez. That shot is partly blocked, and here they off running. One-on-one to the basket, going up with an off-balance shot from the left side. Alcabelli gets his own rebound.
You got to be aggressive underneath the hoop to get the rebounds. Can't leave 7 open.
Barrow with a shot wide to the left. Front rim, he gets his own rebound. Pass into the corner for Trinidad. He puts up a 3 short. Offensive rebound taken down by Alcabea, but he had it blocked, and back up comes McNally. Possible 2-on-1 in the forecourt. Alvera. Into the corner, there's a 3, that is short. Legal, or Alvera puts up a 3, no. 5:40 remaining.
He's got tired legs. He's front rimming everything. He can't get any arc on his shot.
Notre Dame on the move, drawing as Grattan. It's an offensive foul.
Very impressive with David Dada. He's doing a great job. He's undersized. He's taking charges. He's getting back on defense, and he's really active underneath the hoop at the other end. He's just getting a sub here, getting a breather. Probably took a shoulder right in the middle of the chest.
5:26 remaining. McNally attacking. They hold the ball wide on the left. Dribbling around the perimeter. Now a handoff. There's a shot by Legal. Does it go? Notre Dame pass into the corner. There's a 3-point shot by Picaba. Goes off. Rebound back out to Etiquette, and he puts up a shot. Air ball left side. 30-10. McNally to the forecourt shot from the corner, but we have walk first.
I'm not too sure about that call either, but hey, there's just a perfect example of what McNally can do when they run the court. They got to get that offensive transition going and just push.
McNally with some backcourt pressure. Alcaceva has the ball on the right. And has it knocked away out of bounds. Dado got his hand out.
Oh, they reset the shot clock for them.
I don't think that should have happened.
No.
Should be at 17, and they will.
Yeah, and I think McNally should man up here because, they'll have the 10-second half court there. If they had a manned up, they could have put a little pressure, maybe got a turnover.
Pass towards the baseline is tipped out of bounds. 4:42 remaining in the quarter. Pass into the post is deflected, and here's McNally back the other way. Chavez with a crossover dribble. Loses it, then regains it. Dribble handoff well out high for Silson. Silson 30 feet from the goal, rises for a bomb 3 and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, McNally shouldn't be forcing this stuff. I think they stick to what they were doing, running good stuff, getting to the hoop. Eventually those buckets will fall.
Notre Dame, backcourt pressure. They're trying to break through it, but I think McNally reached in. At least Chavez.
Daniel Gota got a
Gota too.
reach in foul there. But I like the energy coming off the bench here for McNally.
30-10 is our score. Notre Dame with Barrow. Pass into the corner, but there was a mix-up. That ball sails out of bounds. And McNally comes back the other way. Little backcourt harassment by Notre Dame. But they have the ball in the forecourt. Coming with left hand, Chavez. He dribbles into the arc area. Ball comes out left side, shot by Gota. Rolls off. 3:50 remaining.
It was a good wide open look from the elbow. I like to see the mid-range game in the high school in today's game where it's all threes and layups.
Driving hard to the basket. Gets the basket. Adikoin.
That was a tough, hard take right to the hoop.
And we are going to have a timeout here taken by McNally. They just got to get something going. We're 3:36 remaining in the second quarter, and they put up just 10 points. That's tough.
That is tough. And like we said, it's just all the unlucky, hoops they've had the early start. They should probably have another 10 points on the board here just from their missed layups and their foul shots. I like to tell the kids when I'm coaching basketball, or when I used to, it's layups and foul shots. You look at the NBA, the college, the high school, you got to finish around the rim and you got to hit your foul shots.
Yep, that's for sure. All right, well, we'll see what they can do here. It's obviously not a great situation to be in, but we'll see what they can do as they come out of that timeout under Coach Rob Hing.
Yeah, and Rob was saying that size is their biggest issue. They do have a smaller team, especially in Notre Dame. They got look at that take by number 5, Michael. He just overpowered everyone right to the hoop. Tejan and Mac Palid.
Yep. Big guys.
Very big guys. But I am really impressed in how McNally's handling underneath the hoop. But they just can't give up. They got to keep going, and eventually it'll come for them. It's the intimidation factor in high school. Dada's the best athlete on their team. Mm-hmm. They got to get him the ball and let him go.
Let him go, yep. All right, that'll be free throw shot here. And he could end at the line. That one falls. McNally quickly into the forecourt. It will hand off to Gatto on the side. He drives the baseline, goes up and under with a reverse. Doesn't go. Outlet on the rebound. They're driving down the floor towards the basket. Kasiba, he goes up, lays it in. 35-10. Chavez, crossover move. He stops on the right block, gives it up.
There we go.
Pass for Ngatu, lays it in. Take that, Garcia. Pass across, broken up. Wilson on the dribble, passes right, and that ball is deflected. Notre Dame has it. There's a pass to the open floor, all alone. Alcasiba underneath and lays it in. Alcasiba right there, uncontested, 37-10. Wilson dribbling to the basket, puts up an off-balance shot. Does it go? Pulled down, and here comes Notre Dame. Alcasiba passes on the right. Dory Barton puts up a three, hits the side of the rim, and there's a loose ball foul underneath.
Notre Dame's size and speed is really showing now against this McNally team. You can see McNally, some of the kids, there's Chavez, bending over on his knees. He's tired.
Yeah, they're just big athletic guys.
Yeah, bigger, stronger, faster at this point of the game.
McNally's over the limit. So a couple of shots coming up. Bortoli. He scores, sounding the horn. Not exactly sure what's getting squared away, but here we are. There you are. That one misses. Outlet pass is broken up. Pregame with a shot. Banks it in. 3-point shot. 40-12. And McNally's pass up the floor goes out of bounds. And it'll be Notre Dame ball.
Crowd is loving Tyson Pregame with the big shot, big turnover. Crowd is coming alive right here.
Yeah, nice crowd here at the school.
Notre Dame's getting real good basketball from their bench players here.
There you are. Hideka drives into the lane. There's a reach in.
Yeah, that's bonus. So that's free foul shots right there. McNally can't get lazy there. Keep moving. Keep their hands in those passing lanes. Get a little run. Basketball's a game of runs. They just got to go on a run.
That one falls. Did he get in at the line? (41-12). McNally will bring the ball up. Did he get in with some backcourt pressure? Not giving McNally a free ride, but McNally will bring it up. Cross the line with Wilson. Dribbles left off a pick, then reverses. Give it a hand up at Gota. He dribbles, stops at the free throw line. 11 on the clock. Free throw line turnaround jumper by Legao. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound taken by Dada. Goes up, rolls off. Gets his own rebound, lost the handle. Notre Dame driving to the basket. Edekin goes up. That's an offensive foul.
Yeah, Notre Dame's just too aggressive for this team right now. I think McNally thinks they're too far out of it, which you're never out of a game, so. But Notre Dame's physicality is really showing.
1:27 remaining. Wilson dribbling, comes to the free throw line, tries to split two defenders going up. He draws contact. He'll shoot free throws.
Well, I think that's a token to their ranking as well. This is why they're ranked eighth in the province.
Alberta, yeah.
Yeah. And they've got some BioSteel or Quench All Canadian watch list players.
324 of the best are on that list. And eventually it'll whittle it down to the all-Canadian team. It's quite a chore.
Yeah. Owen Trinidad number 1 and Michael Barrow number 7. We've seen Barrow hit down some big time shots. That kid can shoot.
Backcourt pressure applied by McNally, but
nice.
There's a turnover. Wilson brings it to the forecourt for McNally. Number 4 to the basket. His bounce pass is broken up. Rory Barton, lead pass ahead for Atoli. Going to the basket, lost the handle. Right underneath, follows up and lays it in. I think he's had big eyes for a big dunk.
Yeah, the crowd was waiting for it.
45-12 our score. Legao dribbles, free throw line, leans in, puts up a right-hand floater, air ball. Rebound tapped to the corner, and up comes Notre Dame. Notre Dame pass to the forecourt, Pike on the right side. This pass out high for Duen. Into the corner, Pacuma rises for a shot, it's good. Pregame hitting everything, it's 48-12. Shot clock is off, 16 seconds remaining. And there's another turnover, and as they tried to bring it up the floor, a reach-in foul on Notre Dame. On McNally.
Yeah, I think the score is the dictatorship right now. The Timberwolves here, they've gone out of their offensive sets, and now everyone's trying to do their own thing and just drive to the hoop and make something happen. They got to get back into an offensive set and kind of just settle down and just keep playing.
Quentin Nguyen at the line, grade 11. He'll bounce and we'll see what happens. First one bouncing off. And thank you for joining us wherever you are. Really glad to be able to bring this game to you from Notre Dame High School in Calgary. Second one falls. There's a pass up the floor, racing to the basket, lays it in Legao. 6 seconds remaining in the quarter. In the backcourt, some pressure. Notre Dame trying to break the press, but with 2.7 seconds remaining, as he was bringing up a Dicklin.
That's a tough foul with 2.7 seconds left. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to stop him from scoring, but
Adedoka.
sometimes you get their hands in there a little bit too much and start slapping forearms.
Adedokan. Wait, who's at the line? Or is that Nguyen?
That's Nguyen, number 3. Yep. Rocking the green Kobe's.
And that one falls. Inbounded by McNally. That's intercepted at center court. Desperation heave at the buzzer, and that will do it for the opening half of our ball game, which is firmly in the hands right now of Notre Dame. They go to the dressing room with a 49-15 lead. So we'll see what comes out at halftime once they decide what they're going to do and some different strategies they may come up with because they're in one heck of a hole. So let's take a timeout, and we'll be back with the second half after this. And back at Notre Dame High School as the crowd continues to file in for the halftime break. And where do we go from here? It's obviously was a tremendous half for Notre Dame, where pretty much everything they did went well. Not the same for McNally. They struggled, and right now they're in a massive hole. So what do they hope to gain out of the second half?
Well, I think what the coach is trying to say to the kids is just compete. If the game's out of reach, the game's out of reach. There's nothing you can do. There's control what you can control. You control your attitude. You control your energy. So come out. It's like a boxing match. You just lost the first 2 rounds, maybe the 3 rounds. So what are you going to do? Are you going to punch them in the mouth, or are you just going to keep on taking punches? So I think McNally just got to come out and play their game and see what can happen. I mean, like we said, how many easy layups that they missed early on in the game that kind of would have kept them a little bit closer. So 34 points. We've seen it before. Now it's time to go and do it.
All right, so if you're just joining us, Bishop McNally is in the black uniforms with the teal numerals on their back and the white striping, edging. Notre Dame is in the white uniforms, the blue numerals, and the Notre Dame across the chest. So let's get her going here in the second half of this ball game. See if McNally can pick it up and get things going on the right foot in the second half. Alvera jump shot, it kisses the front of the rim. Rebound on the floor, going up. Darrell's shot is blocked. Save on the near side, trying to keep it in bounds.
Yeah, Dada just got a little too aggressive there to cut him off for the block.
Yeah.
But that's okay. There's energy there, right? Yep. You can see him moving. Just compete, finish the game. And then you never know what's going to happen. They're back in the 2-3 zone. They're taking away the high post, which is good to see.
Something they weren't doing enough of earlier. Barrow puts up a shot wide to the right. Karam's into the hands of McNally. They're flying down the floor.
And that's their strength, just run and gun.
Defensive rebound taken down.
2 missed shots, but I think that's good. You see McNally, they're running the floor. They're getting wide open shots. Hopefully he'll start dropping for them.
In the high post, Grattan with the ball. Passes off to the corner, left side. There's a shot. Goes off, follow-up rebound. Too strong on the putback by Palid. And McNally pulls the defensive rebound down.
They're running again.
There's a floater in the lane that falls.
There you go, good start.
8:53 remaining. Third quarter, right underneath, going up. Grattan shot falls. Pretty close to goaltending there.
Dada got up though. He's got a vertical on him.
Yep. Here's the moves to the open floor, up and under with the right hand, lays it up and in. No, rolls off. Defensive rebound, take it down. Offensive rebound, laid up and in. Got a couple of bounces. Nice play by McNally.
The only thing here right now when the ball's on the far side, Dada's got to take away the middle. They can't let the ball get to the middle of the court.
Notre Dame. The post, Palid goes to the basket, and he gets it with a move into the lane.
He got away with a little hook. He's hooking that defender so he can get to the hoop.
Defensive rebound pulled down by Notre Dame. That's Goodell. There's a pass off on the right for Barrow. He drives the baseline. Pull up, has the shot blocked out of bounds. Saved by McNally. And McNally up the floor.
Dada.
Wilson to the basket on the move, lays it in.
I just take away that middle. Don't let the ball get to the middle of the court.
Pass to Grattan. He drive. Pass into the corner. Barrow rises for 3. No. Big, juicy rebound. Pulled down. McNally up the floor, and that is broken up by Escrival. And as he was making moves, he is pushed out high.
I think that was a little bit more of a LeBron James influence there for reaching. Yeah, he smiled into the crowd there. He got away with one. That was good for him.
First foul on McNally. Pass it to the post, and they go way out high. Trinidad with the ball, makes a great move. Step back 3, it's too strong. Defensive glass cleared by McNally. McNally stop and unloads a three by Lagau. Trinidad in the forecourt. Little guy passed into the high post. Pass out of the right for Barrow. Barrow into the lane, underneath for Grattan. He goes up and shot peeks over the rim and goes down.
It was great offensive possession there by Notre Dame. 3 or 4 people touching the ball inside the paint.
Avera shot off of the baseline. He's passed across for Darrow. Darrow goes up and draws contact.
Well, this is the energy we wanted to see McNally come out a half. Last 3.5 minutes, they've been up and down the court. They've been getting to the hoop. They're getting the shots off. They're showing the energy that they need to do to stay in the game and keep playing.
First one falls.
The only thing I think McNally, they can't just run up the court and just jack up those threes. They got to kind of like get the ball inside, move it around, then kick it out, and let the shooters shoot. Now we're in the full court here. They just got to take that ball away from the middle, not let keep it off to the sidelines. Hopefully they get a trap and a turnover from there. Just don't let the ball go to the middle of the court.
All right, substitutions are in. 6:28 to play in the third.
The Dada's got to take that middle away now. There it is.
And they did. There's a layup on the turnover. Backcourt pressure, but Trinidad breaks the press. He gets across the line. Wide left for Barrow underneath, running the baseline, and totally puts it down.
That was Andrew Wilson. Andrew Wilson has to come all the way across the court there to kind of help out. They got to match the size. There we go. Good job.
Pressure by McNally, and that forces a turnover, so McNally will...
Kobe Avera getting in there.
Inbound for the baseline, yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Ref just making sure there's 14 on the clock for them.
There's a pass to a cutter going strong to the basket. Nice lay-in.
Easy pass to the middle, creates wide open layups.
Atoli with a dunk. And he's hit with a technical for hanging on the rim.
I was finding those tough. A big kid like that, he goes in for the dunk, his body's swinging one way. I mean, he lets go, he's going to land on his butt and probably hurt himself. And I understand what the ref is doing, but sometimes it's some of those big guys, they just got to hold on to that rim a little bit longer so they can land properly and they don't hurt themselves.
Well, these referees taking time to explain to him, say, look, here's why I called it. I got to... That one is short, so McNally will get the ball again. Yeah, it is kind of a judgment call. No attempt to swing and show up the opponents because
and I think
momentum. And
it's probably 30-point games there. Might as well do it now so no one's showing off. But you got to give it to McNally. Last 5 minutes, they're playing with him. They're playing basket for basket with him right now, which is good to see.
McNally, there's a turnover. And as they come up the floor, there's a tie and a foul. Trinidad had the ball. There was a reach in. So it's a second team foul to make that the third for McNally. 5:29 remaining in the quarter. Barrow on top for Esquivel. Quickly around right for Barrow. He drives. Floating one-hander from the right side. Doesn't go. Crash chip rebound by Atoli, and that comes down. It's knocked out of bounds.
I got to stay physical underneath the hoop there. Well, I know it's hard with the size these guys have, but got to box out.
Notre Dame with Alvera. Drives towards the baseline. Now stops, reverses, spins. Fall back from the baseline. That one skips off. Rebound Notre Dame, but their pass up the floor, tipped out of bounds. Should tell you the Sport Physical Activity and Recreation branch of the Government of Alberta is a proud funding provider to School Sport Alberta. The funds received from this area of government are put towards enhancing the quality of life for Albertans. Notre Dame with Gorey Barton. Pass down low for Atoli. For Gorey Barton, passes out of a double team. That pass is intercepted. Here they come, possible 2-on-1. There's a little give and go and a nice lay-in by Alvera. Worked that well.
Yeah, they got their hands up in the passing lanes. They're tipping those balls and they're creating steals.
Notre Dame has the ball. There's a pass
There's another
across the lane. Is deflected. Pass ahead. Alvera again goes to the basket. He lays it in. Contested lay-in. 59-31.
There's a travel.
Across the timeline and there's a walk.
Now, you can see, like, the difference between this McNally team and the McNally team that started this game. If we could flip it, what would the score be, right? Like, they're playing now, and this is what I think the intimidation factor in high school is with the big sizes and the athletic ability of Notre Dame. It's intimidating at first.
Well, about scored him, that is McNally 16-10 in this quarter. 4:10 remaining. Dory Barton on the right. Dribbles through a double team and brings it out high. Pass into the post. Pelly goes to the basket, then gives it off. A quick pass underneath for Atoli, who lays it in.
That's a great job by Notre Dame. They got to deny that high post. They get the ball in the high post, they're going to score every single time.
Notre Dame with Wilson. Dribbling, then reverses, comes towards the basket. Off into the corner. Shot by Alvera, skips off. Pride to the defensive rebound. 3:33 remaining in the quarter. The swivel. Pass to the post. Pelly goes strong to the basket. Lays it up with the right hand right underneath.
Phenomenal move.
McNally, Wilson. Wide on the right. There's a long bomb right in front of the Notre Dame bench. It falls from Gotha.
Easy pass to the middle, leads to a layup.
All right, 65-34 is our score. McNally has the ball. Gotha holds it, doesn't see a pass, so he just turns and brings it. All right, 65-37. Pikma. Notre Dame out high, looking to penetrate. Pass over to Pelid. He drives the lane. He draws contact. No, he created the contact. Offensive foul.
Our monitor's off. I'd really like to see a replay on that, but he's so powerful underneath the hoop. You can't let him get the ball. And every time they get that ball to the middle, he's going to get it for an easy layup.
The issue is with those big guys, every time they turn, guys go flying.
Yeah,
That's how big they are.
They get square to that hoop, and guys are flying right off them. Yeah,
they are that big. They have a major size advantage.
McNally's getting tired right now. You can see it. They came out firing, now they're getting tired. So hopefully they can get the break and they can come out in the fourth quarter with all that energy they had in the third.
Wilson stops, launches a
and
three, and it falls.
This is what I was saying earlier. They can get out, they can catch fire, start shooting. That's 3 threes in a row.
Dory Barton up the floor. His pass is deflected. Taken by Legao. He goes to the basket, puts up an off-balance shot, and the whistle goes, and he'll shoot free throws.
McNally's coming back.
Yeah, they've got the momentum right now.
Totally.
Outscored him 25-16 in this quarter.
Yeah.
That's McNally.
And they're starting to catch fire from the three-point line, too. And, I saw this at the legendary Bobcat Bowl with this team. They had no business being in a couple games, but they just caught fire and, they stuck in it. They grinded. They played exactly like this third quarter, and that's what this team needs to do.
Second free throw, rolls in.
Another one. They're hitting their foul shots. They're dropping threes. They're playing good defense. They're creating things off their turnovers. Now, Notre Dame, at the first 5 minutes, Notre Dame had an answer for everything. They were getting the ball back underneath, getting a layup here, getting a three-point there, but now they're kind of, here's their run.
McNally on the bench there, gathering around, trying to sort out what they can do. They've chipped into this lead. It was 34 at the half. It's still a very daunting task. It's down to 23. So we'll see what happens in this game, and we'll have the junior game to follow involving these two schools as well. Coming to that game, Bishop McNally 3-3. Notre Dame is 5-2, so a lot of players will be appearing in senior games in the very near future, i.e. next year.
Yeah, very soon. High school being 10, 11, 12. Yeah, these juniors going to go right to senior and go at it. You're looking at the junior rosters. There's not much. Notre Dame only has 2 grade 11s. McNally here has a little bit more. They got 3 or 4, but yeah, usually it's 1 year junior, and then you're moving right back up.
2:04 remaining in the quarter. 65-42 for Notre Dame, team in the white.
That time out there is just talking to Notre Dame, probably just calm them down a little bit.
Now some aggression in the backcourt shown by McNally. And they'll get it across. Into the corner for Tole. Gregory Barton, he pulls up from 8. That's short. 1:49 remaining. Wilson charging into the forecourt, goes into the lane, kicks to the corner. Chavez has the ball. Spin move, takes a man by him and banks it off the glass.
Nice little move by Chavez there. Little pump, a little spin up and under.
Turnover. McGow with the ball at the free throw line.
Mid-range jumper. Oh, don't reach, don't foul. Stay away from the reaching.
Connecticut in the forecourt. He drives down the basket, lost the handle, and here they come back up the floor. Chavez has the ball, kicks it up. Gota rises for a 3. No, back rim goes up. It hit the shot clock over top of the backboard, so it's a turnover.
Notre Dame better be careful. Their frustrations are showing. They're pushing McNally players, right? Number 21 here just gave 2-hand shot after the pass. So Notre Dame's got to be careful. They got to settle down. Don't get frustrated with your teammates. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Dory Barton dribbles. That's on the right for Grattan. He drives. He goes up underneath and was fouled. And he's down hard. He's slow getting up.
Yeah, that's not good. He kind of fell awkwardly.
He went up. He hung in the air. I wasn't quite sure what he was going to do. If he was going to pass it off. But looks like he'll walk it off. Substitutions for McNally. So Notre Dame. Deshaun Grattan at the line.
Coach Jacobson is making a bunch of notes on his clipboard right now. He's probably either drawing up how to beat that full court pressured zone. Probably talking a little strategy here. They don't want to get this game down to 10 points.
Well, the head coach of the team, Joseph Sampson, was a grad of the school. Second free throw, no, but the offensive rebound pulled down, driving to the basket, laying it in on a nice give and go by Grattan. McNally trying to create something, driving into the lane, left hand, stop, kicked it back out. There's a long straightaway 3, no. 38 seconds remaining. Pass ahead to Grattan. Wide on the right. Up high for no end. Pass to the corner. Dory Barton dribbles through a couple of players. Pass across to the far side. Driving in the corner is Nguyen. He's on the baseline. Throws it out high, and that pass is intercepted. Foot race. Wilson going to the basket. Reverse layup. No. Follow-up shot. No. And we have a foul. Loose ball foul on the rebound.
This third quarter is absolutely wild. You can feel the energy in the gym lighting it up now.
And McNally's put 31 points on the board.
Yeah.
Which doubles their first half total.
Layups and foul shots.
14 seconds remaining. Yep. One more to go. And that one is short. We'll see if they play for one up here. Gory Barton hustles across the timeline. Dribbling on the left side. Pass into the corner. There's a three. It was contested. That is short.
Push, push, push.
McNally with 2 seconds remaining. They'll stop and put up an end of quarter shot that doesn't fall by Chavez, but a much better quarter for Bishop McNally. They actually scored 32 points in that quarter compared to 19 for Notre Dame. Well, can they continue to improve like that? I guess we will see after 3. Notre Dame 68 and Bishop McNally 47.
School sport is more than just competition. Reflects our commitment to every athlete, coach, and school across the province. From championship events that inspire, to mentorship for athletic directors, to new opportunities for participation, we are building something stronger together.
School Sport Alberta is here to lead with purpose.
Connect with pride and champion the value of school sport.
Alberta's beef producers work tirelessly to raise top quality beef and bring the best in nutrition to the plate. With unmatched nutritional value, beef fuels your body with important health benefits, vitamins, and minerals. Beef is protein-packed to keep muscles strong, helps to combat infections with zinc in every bite, and its iron content helps to enhance focus. Learn how Alberta producers are raising the best beef.
Fourth quarter about to begin from Notre Dame High School in Calgary. Notre Dame, the team in the white, holding a 68-47 lead. But right now, I'd say McNally, the team in the dark uniforms, probably has a little of the momentum, although Notre Dame is still very much in charge. Dribbling around, passing the corner, dribbling out at Barrow. Across the floor, into the post, to Palid. He goes up on a right-hand one-hander. They get the offensive rebound, keep it alive. Barrow leaning in for a shot wide to the left. Rebound on the offensive glass, pulled down by Palid, and as he tries to make a move, a reach-in foul.
Yeah, McNally came out of that third quarter, won it 32-21, and they just got to build off this. If I'm their coach, I would say, let's try to get it to 10 points at the 5-minute mark. If they can get it to 10 points at the 5-minute mark, anything can happen. Now watch Notre Dame. They've been running it all game. They're going to kick the bottom guy out to the corner, and then they're going to screen for the inbounder.
And that's what they do. He's open on the far sideline and drops a three. Well, 71-47 suddenly. McNally. Alvira pass into the corner. There's a long shot that is short with an air ball. Escriva with the ball for Trinidad. Trinidad on the left. Back out to the point. Holding.
Keep the ball out of the high post.
All right for Trinidad. Off for Grattan. He spins. Down low. Driving the baseline is Palid. Lost the handle. There's a tie-up. And do we have a jump ball or a foul? It's hard to call a foul. Two guys are on the floor kind of.
Yeah, I think he was going to go jump ball. Yeah, there it is. I think he was just making sure no one was hurt. They were all tied up underneath.
So it is a jump, and the possession arrow says the ball goes to McNally. So the clock starts on the touch of the ball. McNally with Chavez, crossover dribble high. Now dribbles right off a pick. And out high, Gota with a line drive three, good.
There's another one. They're still in their defense, just keep the ball out of the middle.
Backcourt pressure, but finally Trinidad has it in the forecourt for Notre Dame. For Gribble. Into the post, pass underneath. going up, muscling on the shot right underneath Khalid.
Play like that, I'd like to see someone come right across his arms, put him on the foul line. Try not to give up any of the easy layups. They get the ball down low like that, try to put him on the foul line.
Chavez dribbling, spin in the lane. Back up for Data, pass underneath. Going up is Dara with the left hand and gets the basket.
Nice pass, nice hoop.
Trinidad, the press breaker, brings it across the line, head of the key. Toss off on the right side, rising and firing is Barrow. A rebound goes into the corner. Offensive board by Notre Dame with the ball. Pelid muscles his way into the line, misses the shot, goes up for his own rebound, pulls it down, and passes back out for a reset on the clock. Rippin batting into the lane for Trinidad. So they go around the perimeter. Into the corner. No pass underneath, so a shot that curls off by Barrow. 7:22 remaining. Data's on the right. Step to his left and fires a three.
On fire.
Well, it makes you wonder if they'd hit about 2 or 3 of those gimmies in the first half, where we'd be a lot closer. 18 points. Trinidad steps under the arc, lets a shot go. It's short, follows up on his own rebound.
I think Data rolled his ankle there.
Yes, an injured
He's
player.
down.
Down.
That's big for McNally.
So he'll be attended to.
Yeah, I think he rolled it bad.
Very athletic player. And he's hobbling away to go down and get treatment. He does not look good. Looks like in a lot of pain.
He's taking Daniel Goat off the court right now. Probably give him a little bit of breather, but he is on fire. I think he's hit probably about 4 threes in the last 5 minutes.
So Notre Dame will inbound. They have a 14-second.
Oh, might have blood on his jersey.
Okay. All right, so substitution due to the blood. And they will inbound. Ball way out high. Esquivel. Or Barrow, he drives, cuts through traffic, kicks it off. Underneath, Khalid goes up, his body's on the floor, and he'll shoot.
I'm okay with that. I like that from McNally. Be aggressive, try to go after the ball, put him on the line, a little hack-a-shack. See if he can do it.
Make him earn it.
I like Notre Dame giving Barrow a new jersey. That's the old, you go to the last player on the bench, say, hey, give me your jersey.
Okay, Khalid bouncing a couple times. Oh, line drive for the first one.
Yeah, now Malik Pleat can flex his muscle a little bit and say, hey, put me on the line. I'll nail these down.
Second one, back rim, and McNally pulls it down. McNally down by 19. Pass into the post is broken up. Turnover, and back comes the Notre Dame Pride. Esquivel gives it up. Trinidad, it goes up, no. Rebound, glass cleared by McNally.
McNally's running again.
Wilson out and running. Crossover move, and pass it out. There's a long straightaway three, bounces off. And Notre Dame will bring the ball up the floor. Bratton has the ball, a scoop pass across the floor to Trinidad. Drives left into the lane, but walked.
Yeah, Lagos dropped a couple of those deep ones. He's hitting that front rim. If he just takes a little step further, those things are still dropping for him too. And then this game will get real crazy. 6 minutes to go. McNally has it at 19 from 35.
Yeah, two teams, they were down 49-15 at the half. So down by 34. They've almost cut that deficit in half. 6:07 remaining in this quarter.
Looks like they had a problem with the score sheet here. Shout out to all the high school kids that have to do the score sheet in the clock. Talk about anxiety levels. That is a stressful job. So shout out to all the people that have to do that job.
I wonder if they're reporting the new number to the score.
Oh, that's probably what they're doing. You're right. Yeah, Barrow's in the game now with 24 instead of 7.
McNally has a pass underneath. Trying to go up. Gota. He unloads an off-balance shot. Almost is back to the basket. Actually, that's Darryl. Notre Dame. Holding pass into the post. That again is broken up. Here goes Legao. 2-on-1. Gives it up for Alvera. He goes up and banks it in. 74-59. 15 points.
Like you said, try to get it to 10 by 5-minute mark. They're pretty close.
Notre Dame. Barrow has the new number, wearing 24. Bounce into the post. Pelid goes up, muscles up a shot, gets the bounce.
Just strong, overpowering.
Alvera on the right drives to the baseline. He stops, pass across the floor. Legao drives to the lane, stop and start, free throw line. Kicks it out. Diving, pulling up for a jumper.
Yeah.
Alvera goes down.
So he took away his space, so he didn't give him a spot when he lands, when he jumps. He got underneath his feet. That's an automatic foul every time for a jump shooter.
Yep. Got to give him room to close out. First one falls off.
It's funny, the first half, Notre Dame had an answer for everything McNally did. Well, now the second half, McNally has the answer for everything Notre Dame does.
They've outscored them, they put 45 points on the board this half, McNally. Backcourt pressure by McNally. Ball into the forecourt. There's Trinidad, fakes a man by him. Get up for Barrow, pass into the post. One bounce going to the basket with a lay-in. Khalid.
You just can't let him get to the hoop, and I know it's hard, but you gotta put your body on him, and if you foul him, you foul him.
But banked off the glass, rebound tapped into the hands of Notre Dame. And Trinidad, those bright orange sneakers on, comes across the timeline.
I can see you rocking orange shoes like that.
One day I did have them. Pass to the post, muscles up a shot. That one rolls off. 4:14 remaining. Contact in the corner. Two players go flying.
Yeah, that's the frustration he's having with everyone kind of double teaming him and slapping him, putting body on him. He's getting a little frustrated, which is good for McNally, but he's got to keep his composure and keep this lead for Notre Dame.
78-60, 4:13 remaining. Wilson dribbling on the near side. Looks against that defense. Dribble handoff on the left for Alvera. Now he dribbles, spins, kicks it out high. Making a move, Legao into the lane, behind the back pass, and that goes through some hands out of bounds, and it'll be McNally ball, 7 on the clock, coming back.
Here he comes now, the high hand.
Give him a bit of a breather, and away he goes. McNally smacks the ball. They'll try to inbound it, and do.
There's
Back got Iverdata. He drives into the lane. He's shut off. Then passes right underneath for Alvera, who was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
Yeah, Notre Dame's got to be careful. They got away with one. They're grabbing and pulling guys off screens. Got to be careful they don't get a U-Sport foul. That's U-Sport fouls the.
Underneath, Pelid with a dunk, making it 80-60. Alvera to the lane. Off to the left of Legao, puts up a shot, no. Trinidad to the forecourt. Back for Esquivel. Passes way into the corner, then underneath, cutting the basket. Bounce once, going up, lays it in. Trinidad in that forest.
Yeah, they can't let that happen. You gotta. I know what he was trying to do, but you gotta smother him. And nothing easy underneath the hoop.
3:06 remaining, driving to the lane. Wilson banks it off the glass. Good. Nice floater.
Got a trap. There's only 3 minutes left.
Try to trap them. They go to the floor, and it'll be a jump situation. And I think we have a timeout. We do have a timeout taken by McNally. So Bishop McNally 3-3 in league play. They were 1-2 in calendar 25. They're 2-1 this year. Just turned into February, so that's where they are. The regular season in Calgary high school basketball goes to the end of February. Then the playoffs begin, and I have a feeling both of these teams will be in the playoffs. How far they go, I guess that's the tournament play that we'll sort out in the next little while. 2:49 remaining.
Yeah, Calgary does a little different. The top 8 teams from the north and the top 8 teams from the south, they've actually switched their divisions. Now it's the Prairie division and the I don't even know what the other division's called actually. But anyway, the top 8 teams from each division will cross over. Top 2 teams in the north and south get byes. The 7 and 8 automatically go down to Div 2, and then there's play-in games, 3 versus 6 and 4 versus 5, and they cross over to play into the Div 1 playoffs. I think both these teams, I think Notre Dame's going to get the bye, and hopefully McNally they can get that play-in game. They've showed that they can play. They come out in the second half.
Oh yeah, I mean, they've led this second half. Scored 47 points. A shot from the wing. No, big rebound. McNally pulls it down. Then there's a tie-up. Ball comes free. It's on the baseline. Saved by McNally, but they were out of bounds.
Yeah, it's good to see David Dada out there still working really hard after rolling his ankle. Came back there before the timeout. And he's underneath that hoop working.
Notre Dame will inbound.
Man.
Khalid with the ball, muscles it up and rolls off. Follows up with the offensive rebound, lays it in. 84-62.
There's not much Dada could have done there.
No. Wilson. Hesitation dribble. Ball goes way out high. Dribbling with the left hand. Looking for lane. Alvera has the ball. Wide to the right. Catch and shoot by Legao. No. 2:13 remaining. Defensive rebound. They clear the glass. Here comes Notre Dame. Esquivel with the ball across the line, and he was held. 2:04 remaining. That was just the third team of this quarter. Trinidad on the left, a catch and shoot three, skips off, rebound, pulled down, Atoli. He tries to go up, but has the ball taken away. Wilson scoop pass to the left side. Gota with the ball, stops, sets up for a three, front rim, defensive rebound. Notre Dame. Trinidad. Back on the right for Barrow for Trinidad on top. Trinidad drives to the lane, then kicks it off for Barrow, drives the baseline, fall back from 7, doesn't go. Pulled down, and the defensive board is cleared by McNally. Bad for Dada, he drives into the lane, spins, falls back, has the shot rejected. Notre Dame with the ball. Trinidad with 1:20 remaining. Pass into the high post, then a pass into the corner, saved by McNally. Ball tapped around, but McNally will bring it up. 1:09 remaining. Gota. Don't pass into the corner for Dada. Pass underneath, then pass into the corner for Alvera. Puts up a shot, skips off. Defensive board by Notre Dame. Now under a minute to go, 54.6.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it there. Now they can just dribble out 2 possessions and call it a day. McNally's trying to get all the other guys in.
Yeah, waiting for the next whistle. You haven't played, you soon will. 3 on the shot clock, and they'll let the clock run out. And they better stop the clock. Yeah, got out about 3 seconds there, Madam Scorekeeper. That's what the referee is walking over to say.
Well, you got to give it to McNally in the second half, though.
Yep.
They came out in the first, and like I said, at halftime, go play. You're down 34 points. Have some pride, go play, and that's what they did. I think they showcased what they can do, and this is the basketball that they played all weekend long. And I think an intimidation factor. They came out a little flat, and it's too bad that they just ran out of juice. But what a second half by McNally. You got to tip their hat to them. And Notre Dame, they're just so strong inside. It's
And
so
that's
hard
the
to
issue.
stop. Like,
Go to the shot from the corner. Notre Dame pulls the rebound down. 12 seconds remaining. They'll get into the forecourt, then we'll dribble this one out. Or so I thought.
Notre Dame's going to be really hard to stop here coming into playoffs and the provincials. If they can get the ball on the inside to those two big guys, there's not too many teams that can beat them.
A heave at the buzzer, and that'll do it. The ball game is over. Notre Dame wins by a score of 84-62, but it was two completely different games. It was all Notre Dame in the first half with a 49-15 lead, and then in the second half, McNally outscored them 47-37. So it was just a big gap at halftime that they couldn't overcome, but nonetheless, they showed a lot of fight in the second half, and overall, a good first half by Notre Dame. They played very strong, and McNally matched that in the second half. Team shaking hands. Here at Notre Dame High School in Calgary. Very one-sided game, final quarter. Notre Dame actually outscored McNally 18-15, but in the third quarter, McNally outscored Notre Dame 32-19. But the game, it was a struggle to get back into it because Notre Dame led 23-5 after one, and that's just a huge gap in any situation to try and come back. And then it was even bigger gap at the half, 49-34. It's 34 points, and that's, you don't give up those very often. Like
no,
never.
it was too big of a gap for them and not enough time. You know, with only 20 minutes, it's hard to come back from. But, you know, tip your cap to them. They did a really good job.
All right, the junior game will follow after this.